What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. Um, it was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. Um, but the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay? What up? A little weird with the shadow, but I think it makes me look mysterious. I hate that the Lakers lost today. I just had to put it out there. There was a lot of just laziness. And here I am talking about laziness. I can't even keep my body straight. But there was a lot of laziness tonight. A lot of rebounds, and passes were just, I don't know, not even from LeBron. And he didn't do the worst or anything, but it just wasn't great. Anthony Davis, however, just didn't show up hardly at all. Got easy buckets, and the rest of his shots he missed. That's pretty much how it happened. Oh my gosh. But it lasted until I think a little after 3, and with a minute to go, I was like, I'm done. I knew it was over before that. I think it was 4 minutes left or something, or 3 minutes left. I was like, yeah, they're not gonna be able to come back from this, because every time we'd hit a shot, we wouldn't defend, and they'd hit a 3, or they'd get another easy shot. And it's just, the defense wasn't there either. They're just slow to position, slow to get to their spot. They weren't even getting the shots that they wanted for the most part on offense. So, of course, it made it difficult, I assume, for them to transition back and forth, because sometimes, there were probably, some collisions and fouls and stuff that weren't called on both ends, but stuff happens, what are you going to do? It's just a game, but none of those, defined the game, because we kind of beat ourselves. We just didn't hit our shots. We just did not hit them at all. And
when you're not making your shots, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. You still got to make points in order to win. So, yeah. Anyways, after that, I went back to bed. Probably as soon as possible. And I was just exhausted. Wasn't like exhausted, like it was just a mixture of everything, only getting like a couple hours of sleep and then having to wake up to watch a basketball game and go back to sleep, you know what I mean? That type of exhausted. But I was like, I'm just gonna like say, hey, let's do this, and then wake up. I wanted to wake up a little bit later, so I did. I woke up at 7, went back to bed at 8, or went back to bed and got back up at 8. So I only had a couple hours, pretty much, to get ready. It feels great to get up earlier. Instead of having to do this. I don't know if I'll do this again, especially even for a playoff game, but it feels great to get up early and have all the time pretty much until you have to go to work, with everything else. And although today was pretty much not worth it because of the loss. If we would have won, I would have probably be thinking and saying stuff differently. But that's just how it is, I just know that if there's another game, which I didn't even look at the schedule, but if there's another game, I don't know if I'll watch it, especially being at 12:30. It's pretty crazy. I know it was a weekend, so that's more of the reason why. But still, I don't want to have to do that. That's crazy. But anyways, there really wasn't much going on. I didn't do any streaming. I haven't downloaded anything to edit or anything like that. I haven't done nothing. Sometimes it's more of for me, when I have like the creative urge, I guess you want to say. Streaming really isn't a creative thing, to be honest, but it kind of is, because you're projecting your actions in a video game to show how and who you are and the things you talk about. If you talk, if not, then you're just playing a game and showing the things that you might want to do. You're the one who's playing the game, and you create those the outcomes that you want to have, pretty much, hopefully. But anyways, so I haven't had the urge to always do something all the time. Sometimes it is like I want to do a whole bunch of things all at once, and I'll have this urge to do all of that, and then I'll be like super tired after I either get it all done or halfway through it, finish it, get it done. But then I'll be like, hey, you know what? I just want to post it and let it be, and wait till whenever I feel like I want to have some input on the things that I've already created, or maybe try to create something else. Now, it's not gonna ever be a scheduled thing for me, like, except for maybe this. I don't know. It's not like a definite, because maybe there might be a day I won't post something, or maybe it might be a day that I'll just randomly stay home and not say something. Like, it's just I don't want to set expectations for others, because the only thing that I can expect from myself is hopefully the responsibilities that I have to go through and deal with and do on a daily basis, which is all those things. But all the other stuff, besides, the responsibilities, just me being a person, me being as a human being, you know, a dad. Like I don't, I don't necessarily call being a father, dad, or you want to call it, not like, the person that pays for the child, but like just being the person to that person, that's your kid. I don't really call that a responsibility. For me, it's not a chore, it's not anything. It's a human interaction that I love, and I'm so thankful that I help bring into this world. So any interaction that I have, hopefully, is not like the worst, but maybe I can help. Maybe they can help themselves. Maybe as my middle child would be, he never wants help from anyone. He wants to learn everything by himself, and sometimes it's kind of frustrating, but that's his own thing. Like, he wants to do it that way. He wants to show that he's the independent type person that could do everything by himself without getting the instruction personally, I guess you want to say, or from the parent, because he has more pride than that. And I get it. I was like that too. My dad never really taught me basketball or anything, like, at all. Like not at all. I don't even remember maybe more than a handful of times my dad ever picked up a basketball. Like, I know he did, but it wasn't ever really a thing. So, I had to learn differently. But, conversations go out of hand sometimes and never go anywhere. But all in all, hey, I love y'all. Come back. There's always more. Peace out.